Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be taking you on getting the perfect skin texture in Photoshop. Uh, Without much ado, let's get started. Yeah, we have here a beautiful photo taken by Slamy Photography. The link is in the description below. The source is from dettystudio. All right, we have a very wonderful portrait here by this great, wonderful photographer. And most of us go online and see how skin textures are blended very well and wonder how this is done. Well, the first thing here we're going to do is to create two layers. We'll duplicate two layers. Next, we're going to do is to take this first layer, name it low. We're going to create our frequency separation. The second layer, high. Then we're going to group both of them and name it FS, meaning frequency separation. Then the next thing we're going to do is to go to our low layer. We're going to blur this layer and raise the Gaussian blur. If you want to see an in-depth study on how frequency separation is done, you click on the link below. I'll send a link on how to do it. So now what we're going to do now is we're trying to do here is to blur out this skin texture. So we're going to go to a place where we have the texture is predominant. Then we just most likely on the forehead here. Okay, so we'll take it to a place where everything will be smooth. I think I'll prefer 8 pixels, the radius of 8 pixels. Then we'll okay it. Then if we look closely and see that we've been able to blur the skin tone. Then we'll go back to our high frequency. Go back to our high frequency. Select our high frequency layer. Go to image, apply image. Then we go to apply image. We take the source folder. The layer is going to be low. Then we know this is a 16-bit image, So what we're going to do is to do what? Add our blending. Will set it to add, leave opacity 100%, scale 2, and offset 0. Then what we do here now is do what? Invert our selection and affirm OK. Then we come here to our blending mode, take a blend mode of what? Linear light. So we'll have our frequency separation set. So what we're going to do next, for us to have or get a perfect skin texture, I'm going to be mixing 2 different styles of frequency separation, one using the mixer brush and also one using the lasso tool. So for best and maximum blending of this picture, we're going to use the mixer brush first, then try and blend everything on with the lasso tool. So let's get started. Okay, for us to get the before and after of each layer, we're going to duplicate this layer and hold the Alt or Option key, clip max. We do the same thing for the high. We're going to duplicate this Command J or Control J, Option, Alt Option to clip max. then we change our blend mode to normal. So we're okay, we're good to go. Now we select our low layer. Okay, our low layer where our skin tone is represented. So what we'll do next is to take the mixer brush. There is another tutorial on the mixer brush. Another tutorial I did on the mixer brush, how to select the best mixer brush. That will also be displayed to you as we go on. Now we take our wetness. I usually leave my wetness to 9%. Bring it as low as possible to have a very good blend. Load 75, mix 90, flow 100%, and make sure you leave sample all layers checked. Make sure you leave sample all layers checked. Let me show you what happens when you leave your sample, when you check it. By the time we start mixing, you see, start giving you some layers you won't like, some blends, some kind of artifacts you won't like. So make sure you leave it unchecked. Okay, now we'll start by blending. Okay, so before we start blending, we'll select our low frequency and start blending. So make sure you blend. What we are trying to do here is simply blending the highlights and the shadow. Let's have a smooth transition. Where we have this, you just stroke. And there's something I will always let retouchers do is when you're retouching, please try to use a graphic tablet. It makes work very, very easy for you. It makes retouching easy for you. For the purpose of this tutorial, I may not be too perfect or not be too thorough in my edit because of time, but I believe you will get the idea of what we're doing. I'll try to speed up things, please. So now let's say before, after. Okay, so we may not be very perfect or thorough in what we're doing, but you get the point. You get the point to try to blend in things. So the frequency separation technique is a very wonderful technique that makes you blend skin tones very well, and you have your details preserved. Now, the other way we do it, if you want to blend things with the more and more intense, we use the lasso tool. But while using the lasso tool, ensure that you have a fader of at least 22 to 25 pixels. But I will use 23 pixels, and I will create something this way. Sorry, let's go back. There's a mistake there. Then we go with select something like this. Go to filter, go to blur, Gaussian blur. Remember, we used the Gaussian blur of 8. So the trick to this is multiplying whatever radius you use while we are using you are doing your frequency separation by 3. So we'll have about 24 here, and we say okay. So you can see how smooth this is. We can come here and just make sure that you avoid the hairs. Okay, good. We can do the same thing and apply it. We can also do, just keep doing it, and we take our filter, good, and do this way. Sorry, that was a mistake. All right, take it down a bit. All right, let's do it again, please. Something smooth, so we'll avoid the skin. Then we'll go to filter, vision blur. So now is another way you can do easing up your skin tone, and everything becomes very smooth. We'll do this, and so on and so forth. Now, if you feel that your work is too, too smooth, or you're overdoing something, you can just come and reduce on your opacity. Opacity is your very good friend. You reduce on opacity before, after, before, after. So that's easy for you. That's how to get a very rich skin tone. All right, rich skin tone. And our high frequency, as I told you the other time, is typically for to work on a detail layer on your photo, and that can be achieved by using your clone stamp. And make sure when you select your clone stamp, the blend mode is normal, opacity 100%, flow 100%, align is checked, and current layer is selected. Okay. If you select current and below, by the time you try to sample, you see what it start giving you, which is not good for your picture. So we go back. All right, we select our current layer, then select our brush size, hold Alt or Option, sample. It starts. Okay, sorry. You must be on your high frequency layer. You must be on your high frequency layer, please. So we select our clone stamp and click. So start cleaning and other things. Start cleaning the impurities on this photo. So that's a way of getting rich skin tones. So let's see before and after of this picture. Before and after. Before and after. In my next video, I will tell you how to color grade your photos, and also prepare it for export to the web or for printing. If you find this tutorial of use to you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and also turn on the notification bell so that you, my friend, will be notified whenever I post a new video. Until I come your way next time, keep creating and keep practicing. Bye.